WrestleMania got a little bit of a shakeup.
Let's get into it. All right, everybody, welcome back to Post-Match Danhausen. That is right. We are here talking Friday Night Smackhausen, and these two marks are going to be talking about their new favorite wrestler of all time, Danhausen, tonight. Danhausen. We're all cursed here. We are talking Friday Night SmackDown for March 6th, 2026. It's been a little bit since Jesse and I have been able to talk to each other on a show like this, which is... It's been a minute, man.
It has been. Well, we were, funny enough, we were together, but we couldn't record anything. We tried. We tried to record Elimination Chamber review, but then my children specifically, messed that up. So apologies to the fans, all 21 of you.
All good. We're here talking SmackDown tonight. So we are in Portland, Oregon tonight. We are in the Pacific Northwest, my old stomping grounds. And, man, we're on that road to WrestleMania. We're 6 weeks away from WrestleMania, and things are starting to shake out.
Yeah, they are.
So we have Randy Orton opening this show. He was the winner of the Elimination Chamber, turning on his friend Cody Rhodes after a little interference by Mr. Drew McIntyre, which no, I know. He would never do something like that.
He would never do that.
Nope. But that ends up setting up the main event for tonight, his little interference, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Oops. But Randy Orton, get on the mic talking about his WrestleMania history. He's been to 20 WrestleManias, but he's only main evented 2, which is nuts.
Which is really crazy to me.
I mean, the fact that he is the third most of all time of championship wins and has only main evented WrestleMania twice is pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
So, but he gets to get his third this time.
Yeah.
For now.
Maybe.
For now.
Nothing seems for sure anymore.
No, you're right. And you know what? We asked for, we'll talk about it later, but we asked for a shakeup. And we got it, but we'll talk about that a little more.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we did.
Randy keeps saying that it wasn't handed to him, this win. He earned that son of a bitch, and he's proud that he can still be doing what he's doing and people still saying that he's at the top of his game. And doesn't matter who he faces after tonight, either Drew or Cody, he's not leaving Vegas empty-handed. That belt will be around his waist, and he's going to do it by using the 3 most dangerous letters in all of sports entertainment, RKO.
Yes.
Man, it's good stuff. And right as he's doing that, Trick Williams comes out and is upset that Randy tried to say that he wasn't 6'5", and they still do a little measure contest in the middle of the ring there. And as soon as Trick starts talking about his lemon pepper steppers, Randy hits him with that RKO, which was just glorious.
It was glorious.
It was.
And Trick Willie coming out was glorious. I'm all about it.
Dude, his aura is just intense. He will be a main eventer in the next couple years. He's here. He's here.
Yeah, he's here. And he is damn good on that mic.
Dude, he is. He's just got to learn to not let his guard down around someone like Randy Orton, though, because, otherwise you're just going to RKO'd all day.
Just don't get RKO'd all the time, Trick Will.
Yeah, come on, man. Gotta humble up a little bit.
Yeah, he'll learn.
He'll get there. He's a kid.
He's just a young buck.
Yeah. So that's how we opened our show. After that, we got Carmelo Hayes backstage leading up to the open challenge for tonight. And Nick Aldis says that he loves what he's doing. He appreciates what he's doing with that open challenge, doing it with honor, integrity. And he's got requests coming in from everywhere around the globe. But he's got one that will be pretty exciting. So who were you thinking going into this that was going to come out? Do you have any guesses?
I honestly thought it would be Danhausen. So I thought he was kind of trolling him a little bit.
Yeah.
It was just I have a problem on my hands. I'm going to send it Carmelo Hayes' way.
Oh, no, we find out where that problem's headed here in a little bit.
Yeah, we did.
But, yeah, dude, the open challenge is great. I'm all about it. And, dude, I wrote down, Carmelo Hayes has got to be the hardest working guy in the company right now.
He's putting on a lot of work. He's doing a lot of stuff right now.
He's doing banger every week. Yeah. Defending his title every week.
Yeah.
Take notes, Jade Cargill. I don't know. Nope. So we get into our first match of the night. Carmelo Hayes waiting for his new challenger, and we get Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., who is joining us from AAA.
What a name, by the way. Can we just acknowledge that? What a name.
It's great. And I looked at it. I was like, that just means he's Dr. Wagner the third. Because isn't
the way I was describing it to my dad, because I was watching SmackDown with my dad this week, was it seems like he's just like your local dentist, but he's also a luchador on the side.
Sure, why not?
Like I could be, hey, I got to go see Dr. Wagner Jr. Yeah. And he, as he's cleaning my teeth or doing his business in my mouth,
whoa,
I know that didn't sound right. Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, I'm hurting because I was, wrestling this last weekend.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like when I see, this guy out there.
Well, that's why they wear the masks, right? So you don't know who they are in the real world. So he could be your dentist down the street.
It's true. It's true. If you guys have a Dr. Wagner Jr. in your neighborhood, beware. Could be a luchador.
Could be. He'll hit you from the top ropes. I thought it was going to be Apollo Crews just based on the trend that they've been doing. I mean, I still think he's going to be here in a little bit soon because they had Matt Cardona. Apollo Crews was part of that 10-man tag a while back, so he'll make a scene. But I like that AAA is making appearances here now. I think it's good. They bought the brand last year, so they've been sprinkling them in here and there, doing some crossovers. So,
yeah, and I mean, there's been a significant amount of WWE presence down in AAA in Mexico City. I don't think it's every week. Maybe it is every week. Every Saturday?
They've been doing the El Grande Americano storylines.
Bro,
but they're from Mexico, so.
It's so good. I would say if you enjoy the El Grande Americano storyline in WWE, I think it's better in AAA.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll have to go check that out. So, this was just a fun match. I mean, it was slow and methodical at times. I mean, you could tell, obviously, these guys haven't really worked much together, clearly, but... I still think it was good. Dr. Wagner had a very good start, Mello rallying the second half, able to hit that springboard moves.
Yep. I thought it was a great match. I think the more that we can, I think having Carmelo in a place with that title, being somebody that could be like, let's keep, getting other folks in here and introduce them on a level that maybe they wouldn't have had before. But I think because of who Carmelo is and the fact that the championship's an open challenge, it's a really great platform for a lot of wrestlers.
Yeah, I agree. And, Melo's in a good spot in his career. Like, he's still relatively new to the main roster, but I think it's good for him to be able to show off his stuff. And if he's going to keep that belt, keep bringing the guys on, let them make their debuts. Let's go. I mean, it's just fun. It's All right. I have no idea who's going to be next. I mean, if AAA's on the table, who knows? I mean, it could be anyone. We could see Mr. Iguana. You could see, Hio del Vikingo. Who knows? I like
Vikingo. He's a cool guy.
He's a fun guy.
Yeah. So who knows? My guess is they'll probably still crank out some of the Matt Cardonas and the Apollo Cruzes, just to keep things moving. But it's pretty clear that they want to keep Carmelo in that role for a while. Like they're looking for a challenger that could make things interesting, and I think Ilya is kind of that guy. But it seems like they're trying to do something else with his storyline as what happens next.
Yeah, so we can talk about that. So we get Ilya backstage right after the match. If we didn't say it, Mello was able to retain that championship, so he's still the champion there. So we get Ilya backstage. He refused the challenge last week for the U.S. title, and he says that he attributes his work ethic to his mother. She was a beast. He's a beast. That's just what it is. Love our mommies.
Those Eastern European women, man, they're beasts.
Yeah, it's a nation full of Jordan Graces who, just with better ankles, apparently. That wasn't televised, but I heard about that. All right, so the Miz comes up and tells him that, hey man, you need to seize your moment. Come with me, and I'll give you my three letters: motivate, inspire, and zone in. And then our boy Kit Wilson comes in and just calls Ilya toxic and tells him to face it head on. Ilya says, hey, you're both right. I'm just going to step in the ring and fight it out. Against who? We don't know. He seems like he's going to go talk to Aldis, and it's going to be one of them. So we'll get to see it next week.
My guess is he'll fight Kit.
yeah, Kit's on fire right now. Miz just had his match with Oba last week, and Miz is already, he could be having a match here pretty soon. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but yeah, it makes sense that Kit would be the next one to go. Next, we get Aldis and Damian Priest backstage. Says that, hey, Aldis is asking Damian if he's ready for his match tonight, but Damian doesn't know what he's talking about. And Truth comes up saying, hey, we're in turmoil, like in true R-Truth fashion. Not that we're in a tag match. That's just, hey, we're in turmoil. We're in a bad way.
Yeah.
And which is just great. And, dude, we get R-Truth and Damian Priest in a tag team together.
I love it.
It's so good.
I love it.
I mean, dude, okay. So I've never seen a tag team turmoil. I didn't know what it was until we were going into it.
Yeah.
It's apparently just a tag team gauntlet match, which is great.
Yep.
Let's see it. I love it.
Yep. Whoever last man standing, essentially, right?
I mean, yeah, we're getting that gauntlet match on Monday, but we get a tag gauntlet match for the number one contenders. So
yeah.
So as R-Truth and Priest leave, Drew comes in, and they've both calmed down since the Elimination Chamber, and it seems like they're just kind of more level-headed. You know, Drew is still pissed off that he's got to fight tonight and still trying to weasel his way out of it. Says that they came to an agreement that there would be no rematch unless Cody won the Rumble or a Chamber. Yep. And Aldis says, hey, you went back on your word because you wouldn't let me take care of it my way. So you go back on your word, I go back on my word. So
tit for tat, baby.
Tit for tat. And then he's like, hey, you can forfeit the title and we can just end this right now. You don't have to fight him. But, you know.
Oh, that was some salt. That's salt on the old Drew wound.
That's like you talking to your brother, just pushing those buttons.
I'm very good at that. I know how to push all those buttons.
And Aldis knows how to push Drew's buttons, which is great.
Yes.
So
yes, he does.
Seems like that match is still on for later tonight. And then we go into one of the probably least needed segments of the night. We get the Irresistible Force celebration of the new Women's Tag Championship. Yes, I feel the same way you do, sir. All right. I mean, as glad as I am that the tag belt are off of Rhea and Io, you know, it's Nia and Lash. Our thoughts are clear on that, but they, in their words, they're the 2 6-foot thoroughbred stallions, and are generous champs offering any and all challengers. And since it's Women's History Month, it's only right that they toast to the new champions. And in a long delay, which seems like someone missed a button cue, they're just sitting there sipping on their champagne until Charlotte and Alexa's music hit. They come out and they say they only lost the titles because Nia and Lash interrupted their match against the Kabuki Warriors and that they're next in line. And who else comes out but Julia and Kiana, the other least needed tag team in the division. They just need to fill out the tag team division with somebody. Might as well give them to people who should be individual superstars and make them tag teams. Jesse, wake up.
Oh, sorry.
Feel like
Let me know when we're not talking about the women's tag team division.
I know. So Julia and Kiana come out. They say they need to be next in line, and they're clearly setting up a number one contenders match. But Aldis says we're going to do it this instant or right now. So yeah, we get Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Julia and Kiana James. If you want to go back to sleep, Jess, I'll quickly recap this, and we'll move on.
Okay, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, let's say it.
Who are the folks that love Nia Jax? Who are they?
Let us know.
Like, how is she still getting time? Lash is clearly the superior wrestler, the superior person on the mic. Nia's slow. She's not interesting. There's nothing interesting about her character. And even if her character is being used as somebody to push Lash, Lash doesn't need her. I don't understand. And so this whole, I'm glad, yes, I agree with you. I'm glad that Io and Rhea no longer have the titles, but something more interesting could have been done here. And I don't think Nia and Lash are it. But here we are. And again, we have Charlotte and Alexa, and I guess Charlotte eliminating Alexa at the Royal Rumble doesn't matter anymore. Nothing matters. No consequences for anything. And then, Kiana James is clearly a much more interesting character than Julia, even though Julia is currently holding the title as a solo artist, but then she's also in a tag team. Nothing makes sense in this division, Brian.
Yeah, I agree. I think the women's tag team division is much more interesting on the SmackDown side than it is here.
You mean the Raw side?
Sorry, yes, the Raw side. I feel like there are much more compelling teams over there and compelling stories over there rather than just the Charlexa and Julia, Kiana, whatever. I mean, I mean, Kiana beat Charlotte in the triple threat and pinned Alexa in the chamber. So Kiana is definitely, the threat, the singles threat, and just needs to eventually just turn on Julia. Maybe that's what they're doing. They're setting it up where Kiana's going to turn on Julia for the championship.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Let's see it. I mean, great.
Something needs to happen.
I mean, it's a 3-hour show. Do something with it.
Do something.
The match itself, it was pretty back and forth the first half. All the women were getting some good shots in. You can't have a match without Charlotte doing her feather chops and her little moonsault. But she was able to get the moonsault to both women, which was kind of cool to see.
My favorite part was when Michael Cole's like, and there's Charlotte doing the famous flare chops. I'm like, what?
No.
Those are not famous in all the wrong ways, I guess.
When I was at your house last week, your kids were hitting me harder than Charlotte hits anybody.
It's true. So. Yes. Yeah.
And they're like 3, 4, and 6.
Yes.
3, 6, and 7, something like that.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's do something harder, Charlotte.
Yes.
So Alexa Bliss comes in to soften up Julia, allowing Charlotte to hit a natural selection for the pin. Every time I say her name, my little echo goes off, so I keep forgetting to turn on Do Not Disturb on that thing. So
Alexa,
can't keep talking about Alexa Bliss. All right, so clearly, with Charlexa winning, they're going to go for the titles against Nia and Lash. Yay, we'll see that at some point.
Cool.
Then we get Cody Rhodes back. So we're moving on, Jesse. You can wake up. Take your pre-workout and let's go.
It feels like my pre-workout isn't even able to keep up.
I know.
My senses with this tag team division.
Yep. And mine's just powering me through everything right now. It's the only thing keeping me going. Juggernaut juice. Not enough for Jordan Grace, but sorry. No. All right. We get Cody Rhodes backstage. Cody's saying that every obstacle's been put in his way. Tonight's his last chance to get to WrestleMania. Sami Zayn comes in and says that's crazy this match is happening to begin with. And he kind of said it nonchalantly, but Cody just took it like the wrong way. He didn't like that. And that the whole point of the chamber is to get the winner, that the winner gets a chance. Cody lost and he's getting a second chance. So Sammy's pretty pissed off about that.
He's
and
not
rightfully
wrong.
so. He's not wrong at all.
He's not wrong. What's the point of a chamber if you're just get a match for the title?
Yeah.
2 weeks later.
Yeah.
What's the point?
I don't know. Cody thinks that Sammy's playing the politics game to get a shot for if and when he wins. And Sammy just doesn't know what he's doing at this point. He came to say good luck, and it turned into all this. So
WWE doesn't know what Sammy's doing either. It's pretty clear.
Clearly. I thought Sammy was going to have something happening later on in the match, too, based on what Randy talked to him later on in the night. But we'll see. But we got a tag team turmoil match to talk about here. So let's talk about it.
Do it.
At the beginning of this, again, going into this, I had no idea how a turmoil match worked until they explained it. And it's good to see Motor City Machine Guns back in the ring. They've been going for a while, and they're always a fun tag team. They always say that they're your favorite tag team's favorite tag team. And it was cool to see. But again, the MFTs are the ones with the titles right now. This is to find the number one contenders. And since the Wyatts are in this, pretty obvious who was going to win to me going into this. So I figure, hey, why are we doing this? They're going to win.
Yeah.
But, we get Motor City Machine Gun and Fraxium starting out. And these two are very high-flying, very technical teams. And these guys were great. I'd watch some more of these guys together.
Yeah.
The only thing that bumped me about this ending was that awkward ending. I don't know if that was intended, if that was a botch, but the way that Motor City Machine Guns got eliminated, something seemed off about that.
This is the match that I don't think I paid as much attention to So I think, I'm going to lean on you on this one.
Okay. So do you know what I'm talking about with that ending, with that elimination?
I don't remember that.
Okay. So basically, it was one of those where the pin was happening near the ropes. Okay. And the guy put his foot up on the rope, but the ref still counted to 3. So everyone in the stadium was just like very awkward. And they were like,
what's
all
happening?
Right. Yeah, like Motor City Machine Guns eliminated. We're like, but the rope. But it's right there. His foot's on the rope. Okay. So just very awkward.
Miscommunication there.
Could have been. It could have been intended. I don't know. It could have been a ref botch. Could have been something. I don't know. But as soon as that happened, Los Garza comes in. Good to see them back, too. I know they've been down in AAA doing work down there.
Yeah.
But, they're back, and they immediately go on the attack.
Berto's one of my favorites.
Dude, Angel and Berto, man.
Yeah, they're great.
So they used to be with LWO, with Rey Mysterio back in the day.
Oh, okay.
And Santos Escobar, who I don't know where he is. I don't know if he's down in AAA, if you know that name at all. But Santos basically split off from LWO and took Angel and Berto with him to create their own like rival luchador faction with the LWO.
Got it.
I can't remember the name of it, but they've been gone for a while. So Garza ends up getting the double team on Axiom to eliminate them, and the Wyatts come out next, and Gacy just went hard all over the place. When Joe Gacy gets moving by himself, like he's fun to watch. For a bigger guy, I think he moves very well, which is just fun to see.
Yeah, he's definitely the most interesting outside of the bigger guy. What's his name?
Could have told you if you didn't ask.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's how impactful these guys are. We don't even remember their names.
Yep. But Tama Tonga makes an appearance and comes out and pulls out Gacy. Distracting Dexter Lumis and allowing Los Garza to get the pin, eliminating the Wyatts. And as Damian and Truth come out, the MFT and the Wyatts just start brawling on their way backstage. So Wyatts not getting their number 1 contender spot.
Nope.
We're down to Truth and Los Garza.
Oh,
that's going to be fun. So Damian doing work to a team that's been in 2 matches already, essentially 2 matches.
Yeah.
Damian just throws Angel over the announce desk, and I don't know how Berto has that much energy after being in the ring that long. But
yeah,
you said Berto's been great. He's been a lot of fun. So
yeah, he's great.
Cool.
I love
Good
Berto.
for him.
I like the little, like his tattoo on his chest.
The claws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And I love that Truth is still hitting the classic Cena moves, and I love how the crowd just went nuts for it.
Ron Cena, man.
Ron Cena. This is the first time since the retirement.
Yeah.
The Cena moves have been hit.
Ron Cena, baby.
So
let's go.
Yeah. The interruption to the STF. So R-Truth hits Berto with a STF, and Angel comes in to interrupt it. And with the way the knee bends like that, it looked like he hyperextended that knee. Did you see that?
Yeah, I didn't look good.
I was just like, the whole time I was just like, oh, man.
I think we're going to hear maybe something about that.
Yeah, I haven't read anything
days.
yet, but yeah, hopefully Berto's knee's all right, because that's no joke.
Yeah, that's not supposed to go that way.
No, but we did get an AA/South of Heaven for R-Truth and Damian Priest to get the win and become the number 1 contenders for the tag titles.
Infinitely more interesting than anything else that's happening in that division.
Okay.
Just saying.
I like R-Truth and Damian. I think they've always had good chemistry. When R-Truth inserted himself into the Judgment Day a few years ago, which is still one of my favorite multi-week segments.
Yeah.
And they've always had a good relationship backstage, and they can always make R-Truth can always make Damian break, which is just fun. Damian's like the Jimmy Fallon of the WWE.
Yes. He totally is.
But
I think they're leaning on that a little bit. I think they see the energy between those two, and they're probably like, let's get these guys pushed. Because Damian's not really doing a whole lot either. Like, he's clearly got no space in the main title scene for either brand right now. And so it's like, well, maybe he can do something interesting with Truth. And yeah, I'm here for it.
I'm here too. I mean, Damian didn't even know he was going to be in a match, and now he's the number 1 contender for a tag title. So awesome.
I think the only thing that wasn't believable was that, like, in that backstage segment earlier, he's like, "Oh, tag team title sounds great," and it's like, really? You went from like, "I'm going to be the undisputed champion" to like, "I want to be a tag team title champion."
Yeah.
Like it didn't feel real. It felt a little forced.
Okay.
But other than that, I think they know what they're doing with this, and I'm okay with that. And I think those two together are instantly make me interested in the whole division in a way that it hasn't been for a while for me. Because I'm tired of the Wyatts and the NFTs feuding for no good reason. So having this little input of energy that's different is going to be interesting. I'm excited for it.
Well, and we didn't mention it too, but I think like SmackDown has a new showrunner now.
Oh yeah, we haven't.
So Road Dogg's out as the SmackDown head dude. So I don't know. I can't remember who took his place, but we could see some storyline shakeups. We've seen Road Dogg go to bat for some people in Unreal. However scripted or whatever that is, how real or unreal it is. But
I mean, the title, it's in the title. It's Unreal.
There you go.
It's not real, Brian.
Who knows what these storylines? I mean, SmackDown has needed to shake up for a while. Whether it was Road Dogg or not, I don't know. I don't know enough about the back end of all that to have an educated opinion on it.
Yeah.
But new showrunner coming in, we'll see how it lands, and hopefully we'll get some good stuff out of it. So
I am here for it, and I'm curious to see who's going to be that head writer.
Yep.
Was he the head writer for?
I don't know. I think he was the showrunner.
Was he just a writer?
He was a writer, but I think he was like the head showrunner of SmackDown.
Okay.
So he's in charge of all the writers.
Got it. Okay.
Is my understanding. I could be wrong, and we are wrong a lot here, but it is what it is.
We're wrong here most of the time.
Most of the time. All right, moving on from
Put
that, we have
in a short so it can spread out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. We'll just put it on merch.
We don't know anything.
No. All right, we got Randy Orton backstage, and this is where things with Sammy get a little bit interesting. Sammy comes up, says he's happy for him, and asks him what he thinks about Cody and how Randy could have pulled the trigger on someone that he calls a friend during a match, which is something Sammy's always struggled with. He likes people on a personal level, so he doesn't want to hurt them. But Randy said it best. He's like, sometimes you got to be selfish. He doesn't know if that makes him a bad person, but it's getting him closer to being a 15-time champion. So, as Booker T says, it's all about checks and championships, man.
Yeah.
So, Randy believes in Sammy, but he says maybe try listening to the voices. So, Sammy's got some voices in his head, too. So, Alistair comes in and says, don't worry about him. It's just the nature of the beast. And I don't know why they came in. That didn't seem like it was needed at that point. So, yeah. So, it seems like Randy's encouraging him to pull the trigger on something. And that's where I was like, is he going to mess up the title match tonight? And we are going to get Drew versus Randy at the end. So didn't end up happening, but it was fun to see. Sammy is going to end up doing something to that main event scene, and it could be shaking it up a little bit more. So that's my thought, anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't really care for Sammy.
We need him and Kevin Owens. We need Kevin Owens to come back and need them to run the tag team again. They were great. They were fun. Bring them back.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Kevin Owens because he hasn't been around since I started watching. So doesn't seem like he's coming back anytime soon.
Yeah, at least I don't know.
There's no talk.
I've seen him walking around, but neck injuries are no joke. So hopefully they're gearing up for a big reveal sometime somewhere. So cool. Moving on, we get our first face-to-face between Rhea Ripley, the winner of the Women's Elimination Chamber, and Jade Cargill. Now, these two have been beefing on social media. Have you seen any of their tweets back and forth together? They've been going hard at each other. And so when they come out, before they even start talking, Jade shakes Rhea's hand. And Jade says that she respects Rhea and her accomplishments, that she earned her way to see Jade at WrestleMania. She respects her, but she's not impressed. And I'm not finding Jade intimidating at all.
Same.
At all. She seems so weak in this.
She's unaccomplished. She doesn't defend her title.
Yep.
She's defended her title once in over 3 months. That, to me, is a WWE problem. That's a her problem, because I'm guessing the wrestlers have some input in this, right?
Yeah, sure.
Like, hey, I have an idea. What if we did this? And my guess is either she is not compelling enough for them, any of her creative ideas to be worthwhile, and WWE is just like, we don't know what to do. We put her in this spot, and we don't know what to do. Rhea, help us.
Yeah. Well, and I think
what it seems like
it goes back to the Bianca injury, because I just saw just last week that her new surgery, it's not healing great, so she's still out. There's no timeline for her coming back. So I honestly think that's why we're seeing this whole Jade situation, because they've been waiting for Bianca to heal and to come back and do it. And I think they're finally at the point now where she's not coming back anytime soon.
Yeah.
So come on, Rhea, do what you do.
Do what you do. And it sucks that Jordan, I mean, we haven't talked about it, but it sounds like Jordan Grace is out now.
Yep.
I think it's more and more we're getting to a point where they're going to have to speed up the Sol Ruca coming up situation.
I'm here for that. They're already talking about that, dude. So, yeah, quick NXT break talking about Sol. So Sol got an opportunity to go against JC Jane for the NXT Women's Championship. And right before that match started, her and Zarya had a little bit of a beef, but then they came like a come to Jesus moment. They, hugged it out or whatever. And as Zarya was out there and they were announcing Sol, and right as the bell rang, Zarya speared Sol, and JC had like a 5-second squash match, and that was it. Zarya then threw Sol out there. And then this last week, Sol did the same thing essentially to Zarya just later on in the match, which cost Zarya her championship. So that breakup happened. Sol's coming back up soon. Bring Sol up. I love it.
Bring her up. Get her in fast.
Yep.
Yes.
So back to this. One thing that really bumped me about this is they started like comparing each other's arms and shoulders and all this stuff. Jade's in a big ass puffy coat, dude. If you know you're going to come out here and start comparing your muscles and everything, don't wear a giant feather coat out to the ring where you can't see your muscles. Like, she ended up having to take it off, like, and not even all the way. Wear something that's going to like make sense if you're going to be doing something like that. Come on, that's a rookie move.
Yeah, I don't know what Jade Cargill's here for.
Yeah.
I know it was impressive when she first came in. Mm-hmm. She's a physical specimen. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't seem like she's got a lot else going for her. She's not great on the mic.
Nope.
Her in-ring work is just okay. She seems stiff.
And Rhea even said it. She's like, your body is built for show. Mine's built for fighting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that was great. That was a great line. And it fits because...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
I mean, I think WWE knows that it needs to get off Jade quickly.
Yeah. Well, and I don't even know where you put this in the card, too, because it's like, do you want to just open it up night one with that and get it out of the way and over and done with? But you want your opening match to be something awesome.
Yeah.
And get the hype going. So where do you put this? You just put this in the middle of night one, just whatever, but I don't know.
It's the least interesting championship card of all the four that are going to happen at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah,
and
absolutely.
My guess is it's going to be day one, early match. It's going to be fast. Yeah. And unless they can really beef up this storyline between now and WrestleMania between these two, and Rhea can only shoulder so much of that work. Mm-hmm. But Jade does not, at this point, showcase anything that lets me know that she's willing to put in the work to make this feud anything that would be interesting on her part. Yep. She just wants to come out and be like, look at my muscles and look at my poofy coats, and I'm not going to actually do anything in the ring for weeks on end.
But yet, I'm still that bitch.
But I'm that bitch. Yeah, exactly. It's like, come on, dude. Like, put your money where your mouth is. Literally. It's interesting to me because it doesn't seem like in WWE there's very many people that are like heels, mm-hmm. but also like not liked as a heel. Mm. like in my mind, people that are heels have a lot of fans. They like the heel turn. They like the bad person persona. They like the motivation. There's resonance there for people. But with Jade, it's like, is she a heel? Because Rhea's not a heel.
Yeah.
And then if Jade is a heel, nobody likes her. I don't understand. I don't know. I shouldn't say nobody likes her, but I don't see the draw at all in any way, shape, or form outside of the fact that she's just a buff chick.
Yeah. Well, and let's talk about her backstage segment later on. She's been kind of beefing it out in the back with Michin and B-Fab.
Yeah.
And anytime, like, Michin just seems to be getting under her skin. Every time. It just seems like Jade is just scared at the end of it. So, I haven't seen enough of Michin to have, like, a good enough opinion about her other than her dumpster match with Chelsea Green last year, which was entertaining. But
I didn't see that one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see. It could happen before WrestleMania. I don't know. Probably after. We'll have to see how that ends up playing out, because unless they're beefing up that storyline, I don't see that happening in the next 6 weeks.
Yeah. Oh. We'll see what happens.
We will. But then we get our poor boy who's stuck in 2007, Johnny Gargano, just planking again.
Let's go, Johnny.
Dude, I'm worried about Johnny Gargano a little bit, especially after tonight. Yeah. So we get Motor City Machine Guns back with them. Again, they have history. They came up in the industry together, so they were friends at one point. Yeah. And then, they're trying to talk some sense into him, but Sabin comes in and starts yelling, trying to figure out why he's helping him when they're should be worrying about how that match ended with the turmoil. And Candice needs Johnny to get up and beat Johnny Wrestling again. And for whatever reason, that snapped him into it. Like, Johnny Gargano standing up for the first time ever in a long time.
Johnny Wrestling.
Johnny Depresso. No more Johnny Depresso. So as Johnny goes out to the ring, we get a little Wyatt promo in the middle of it. And again, Wyatts are great on these video promos. Whether that translates to the in-ring stuff, like their video promo work, I think, is what puts them over the top on it. I know you're not a fan. Solo keeps putting his family members in compromising positions. The Wyatts will not rest until the lantern is back in their possession, and that the family will keep looking over their shoulders and realize there's nothing left to do but run.
I don't see an end game for that. That's interesting in any way, shape, or form, to be honest with you.
I mean, the fact that the Wyatts aren't the number one contenders for the tag titles now, that seems like it's stalled out unless they're going to end up being a triple threat for it at some point. But I feel like they were doing this thing with, and they could be still subtly doing it with the lantern compromising Solo, which is what they would do back in the day with when Bray was around. They would just do all the psychological games, and like people would get possessed and come over to their side and do all this other stuff. So we'll see if they carry that on. But
too smart, Brian.
Yeah. I mean,
we can't have that level of complexity in our storytelling here.
You're right, especially on a 3-hour show. You gotta have 4
It's
4
just
hours
not
for
possible.
That. Yep. We get Johnny Gargano in the ring. Life is coming back to him. He's back to Johnny Wrestling, it looks like, at this point.
He's got the energy. He's got life back in his legs.
Dude, he's
in his voice.
Running, jumping around. He's Johnny Wrestling. Johnny Depresso's gone. He needs everybody to know who he is.
That's
and
right.
he sends out an open invitation.
Bad idea. At least when you got this kind of excitement and momentum, pick your battles here, buddy.
As soon as Oba's music hit, I had to pause it. I was laughing so hard. I was just like, oh, no. My daughter's like, what happened? You should.
Yeah.
Oba Femi comes out, man. The ruler comes out, and you could just see the look on Johnny's face. He just realized he made a huge mistake.
And Johnny Depresso comes right back.
Right back, dude. And
I literally paused it, rewound it, and I showed my dad. I was like, Dad, look at his face. And he's like, what's wrong? I was like, well, Oba Femi's about to destroy Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's funny. That guy just died. Because I was like, he's like, oh,
no. I mean, he was expecting like Kit Wilson or someone like that, not, you know, the ruler of WWE. But Johnny did try his best. He tried his little arm wrench, you know, and Oba was just like, nope, and wrenched it right back. And again, the running uppercuts destroy, and the pump up toss into a fall from grace for the pin. I mean, they're setting up Oba to be this powerhouse dude.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be the one to answer Brock's open challenge for WrestleMania.
Yeah. He's the only one that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, they set up the interaction during the Royal Rumble between those two, and I think that's what it's going to be. I think that's what it should be. Have these two powerhouses go at it together. I would love to see Brock suplex Oba around. I want to see Oba toss Brock. I just think this would just be a fun and entertaining match. Whether Brock can handle it physically.
Yeah, and I think Brock should be getting Oba over even further.
Absolutely.
But who knows? I'm not sure what Brock's motivations are in WWE anymore.
Well, he's got his list of appearance dates, so hopefully we'll be seeing a little bit more of him over the past 6 weeks.
One of them is here in Sacramento.
So he's going to be there?
Yeah. Yes. For those of you who don't know, I will be going to the Monday Night Raw show the week before WrestleMania.
You'll have to take some video and we can throw it in our review, throw it in the middle of it.
Yeah, that'll be good.
That'll be good. All right, we already talked about Jade backstage after that. Now we get Nick Aldis backstage talking on the phone, and who else comes in but our boy Danhausen, and just scares Aldis. And just like with Adam Pearce on Monday, he has a list of Demandhausens for Nick Aldis. So,
yes.
Which he already got one. He got his picture with Triple H.
Picture.
He got his pointing picture. So he wants the Hall of Fame induction and a mentor to get him up to the top. And Aldis has the perfect guy in mind. So the look on Danhausen's face when they're walking down the hall was awesome. He was just like this little gremlin just wobbling on behind him. It looked like Smeagol, in Lord of the Rings. It was so good.
I started following him on all the socials.
Oh, so did I.
He's great.
Dude. Okay, so we didn't get to talk about the debut of Danhausen.
No, we did not.
Whether this was intentional or not, I've also seen that this was, the way that they intended it to do it. But they've been hyping up the crate before Elimination Chamber for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And it did not go over well at Chamber. The crowd went from cheers to boos to not knowing what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
I mean, the look on my face, my wife was laughing just because of the look on my face when he popped out of the crate, because I had heard of Danhausen. I had heard one interview with him, but I didn't realize the type of character that he was ultimately, and just the silliness of it. So I was I
literally had no info about him. When he came out, I thought it was just like a joke. I didn't know he was like a real wrestler.
Yeah.
When he came out,
I was like, what the hell is this? I mean, so I was, at that point, I was on the side of the crowd. With this is dumb. Why did they do this? I don't know what I was expecting out of the crate, but I was not expecting Danhausen.
Who was? I mean, I don't know if there was any indication that it was him. And I get why they did the crate thing, and we can talk about that here if you're ready.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
So I think the reason that they did the crate thing is because he's been essentially benched and sidelined by AEW for the last year and a half.
Okay.
He had signed a contract with them, and he hadn't been on TV with them for over a year. And so I think there's a little bit of it's a dig at AEW because it's oh, you've just been keeping this guy in a crate, locked up essentially.
Okay.
And so I haven't seen this as something online at all. This is just coming from my own brain. Yeah. But in my brain, that makes sense. It's well, AEW had him for literally over a year and didn't put him on TV. Even though he was a mainstay from 23 to 24, but most of 25 he wasn't on. I don't think he was on TV at all with AEW in 2025, if I'm reading this correctly. And so for him to come out in a crate is essentially them saying why did you have this guy locked up for so long? He's hilarious. Let him out. Let him be free. So he can get his Demandhausens out there.
And WWE did just that. And over the past week, because he was on this last episode of Raw and now on SmackDown, and I've done a little bit of research. I've gone and looked at some old videos of his backstage stuff and from other things and his interviews. I am 100% in on Danhausen.
Same.
I love him. He's great. give them to me. Like it's so much fun. It's great.
He is gonna make for a lot of funny, interesting segments.
Yep.
In WWE, and I'm here for it.
And he's subtly steering the championship scene, because we saw him on Monday. He cursed Dom Mysterio, and what happened? Dom lost the championship. You are cursed. And then we go into this week. So going back into the segment, all this goes and leads him to Miz, and he's all this tells Miz, hey, you want to help the superstars? Here's Danhausen. And Miz is just not having it. He just doesn't want to do it. He's very awkward about it. But Danhausen comes in and says, hey, if you don't mentor me, you are cursed. And then gets in his ear and says, hey, remember what happened to Dom on Monday? So little reference to it, which was nice. And I loved on Monday that Danhausen referenced the fact that the crowd did not like his entrance. It was subtle, but like he goes over to Pearce and he's like,
of himself,
100% aware. He's like, I came out to thunderous applause, all the cheers. It was very, very good, very tongue in cheek. It was fun.
Yes.
So yes, more Danhausen. I like this thing with Miz could be very funny, could be great, especially if Miz is going up against Ilya next week. Have him do a little curse segment at the beginning and have Ilya beat Miz. He's slowly got
Miz's comment about Danhausen being a goth kid that nobody invited to the party.
Yeah.
I want somebody I could mentor.
It's so good, dude. Like,
not some goth kid that nobody invited to the party.
The interactions between these superstars and Danhausen are going to be great. Whichever show he ends up landing on, or if he just floats, let him float too. That'd be fine. Let him float too. Little It reference. Because SmackDown already has Truth, so they have their comedy character.
Yeah.
I don't think Raw has a comedy character, so I could see him just landing there. But let him float. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right, so we come to our
for Danhausen.
Yeah, I am too. All right, we are at our main event of the evening: Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship match. So, my initial thoughts on this was just it's a roundabout way to get Cody to the main event of WrestleMania again for some reason. I don't know if I would have rather seen Cody and Randy or Drew and Randy or just another combination of somebody. I don't know. Right now it may not be set in stone because of what happens later on in the match. So, now it is. Now, did you catch that this was a no DQ match at the beginning?
No. Was that said?
It wasn't explicitly said it was a no DQ match, but I went back and listened to it. The announcer said that the only way to win was by pinfall or submission. There was no mention of it being a no DQ match, which at one point during the match, Drew got his hands on the rope during a figure 4, figure 8, whatever it was, and the ref wasn't doing anything about it. I was like, why isn't the ref doing anything about it? He touched the rope.
Huh.
And then when Drew threw Cody through the table, I was like, that's a DQ. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And Reddit was in the same. It was confused as well. Like everyone was pointing out the fact that they said that it was only way to win was by no pinfall or by pinfall or submission. So I don't know why that wasn't explicitly said. I figure like that would have been something that it would have been promoted as, because that would have, I think, made the hype higher a little bit more.
Yeah. I'm guessing it's just a mistake made by the announcer that they forgot to say it.
Could be. Very well could be. But I don't know why like Aldis didn't say anything backstage, or Aldis didn't say anything when he made the match at the post show at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't promote it as a no DQ match at all.
Yeah, it's curious.
I don't know. Beats me.
It's curious.
But Drew just leaves right as the bell rings. And Cody, he gets almost all the way to the backstage, but Cody just gets out and sends him back to the ring.
Yeah.
But Drew's not taking this lightly. Even though he doesn't want to be here, he's still going to, make his presence known. And suplexes all over the place.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Just, this whole match.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know, man. I have a lot of thoughts about this. Not on the match level, but just from a story level.
All right. Well, let's get through the match, and then I want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of cranking on that shoulder by Drew. So after he slammed it into the ring, he just spent a good majority of the next bit just cranking on that shoulder of Cody. So this looked like a botch too. I don't know if it was unintentional or not, but when Cody was getting Drew up on the announce desk to get into the crossroads, the desk just collapsed. I don't know if it was intentional because no move was hit. Drew just jumped off the desk, and then the desk
I think it just collapsed. Yeah.
Someone hit that button underneath there. I'm going to blame Wade Barrett on that one.
That's Wade.
That's Wade's fault.
That's Wade.
Yep. And this is where I
felt good, especially when you're not expecting it.
No, not at all. It's like it just comes out from underneath you. I don't think Cody fell down. I think he was able to keep his footing, but still.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then this is where I was like, is this a no DQ match? When Cody started grabbing the table, I was like, he knows if it gets used, it's a DQ and he loses the championship, right? Like, why is he going for the table? I figured Drew would have been the one doing that, but I don't know. There was a lot of hitting each other with each other's finishing moves. And then this is where it was kind of solidified as a no DQ, is when Drew pulled Charles Robinson into the way of a disaster kick by Cody and knocking that poor man out again. Charles Robinson, one of the refs that gets hit the most, and he takes it like a champ, dude.
That guy better have some really good life insurance, health insurance.
I was going to say life insurance. That's great. So Cody hits Drew at the crossroads, but there's no ref, so he calls for another one. Drew hits Cody with a claymore, and as the new ref comes out, Cody kicks out. And it's
That's
Dan
when I
Angler.
thought it was over, man.
Dude, I did too. And the new ref is Dan Angler, which is the one that Drew has had issues with in the past. You know, all this forced him to apologize to Dan for some interactions in the past. So he got in his face after the kick out saying Dan made a slow count. But Drew hits Dan with a Glasgow kiss. Second ref's out. Drew's just going through refs, man. Dude.
Yeah.
And so Drew grabs a chair, and who comes out to steal the chair? Jacob Fatu.
Yes, he does.
Dude, rips away the chair from Drew. Cody gets the roll up. Charles is back. Drew ends up hitting Cody with a Future Shock DDT, but lines up with the Claymore and misses it. Cody Cutter into the crossroads for the win.
Can I just say something real quick?
Say it. I want to hear it.
Isn't a part of the storyline necessarily, but can I just say I think the crossroads is the weakest finisher in all of WWE?
I would say so, because it looks like it does more damage to the person doing it, to Cody, than it does to the actual victim.
Yeah, it's about as clear as day that whoever's being crossroaded is like they're just doing a little flippy in the air.
Well, okay, and I'll say it. Drew's crossroads was better than Cody's. I think the way that it looked was better, and it looked like it did more damage to Cody than whenever Cody ever hits it.
Yeah.
No. I don't know, man.
I think Cody's starting to mail it in on some of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Fatu came in, and that was just about it. You know, there was no interaction with him after the fact. It could still be. I mean, that's just furthering Fatu and Drew's storyline. I mean, we asked for a shakeup post Rumble Chamber. We thought it would have been interesting if the championships changed. I mean, we got what we asked for, but I don't know if this is the most compelling way to do it.
It doesn't make sense. And I think that's what I was going to say about this story is like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, what's the point of Cody being in the chamber, losing in the chamber, and then all of a sudden a week later he gets a championship opportunity, wins the championship? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, I mean, I feel like I'm missing something, and I feel dumb. Well, because it doesn't make sense. Like, I was totally up for there to be something that happens at WrestleMania, but it kind of feels like they just cheapened what Elimination Chamber is in my mind.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, if you could still lose Elimination Chamber and then compete for the belt and win it. Yeah.
Well, they set that precedent last year with the women's chamber because it ended up being a triple threat at WrestleMania between Rhea, Bianca, and Naomi, I think. And and Bianca didn't win chamber.
I wasn't there for that, but
so yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. The Fatu Drew thing's going to keep going next week. Drew's going to be Drew. Fatu's going to be Fatu. It'll be really interesting. Fatu has cost Cody and Drew the title at some point this year.
Yeah.
So he's definitely got stakes in this. So I could see Fatu getting his way, worming his way into making a triple threat. I don't know. I don't think it should be a triple threat. Whoever wins the Chambers should go against the champion. And, I don't know. We talked about the shakeup. But I don't know if this is the right way to do it.
I just they're not resolving who Fatu's going after. He's clearly pissed at one of them, both of them, but it doesn't seem like he's at all interested in actually figuring out who hurt him last year. And so it just kind of seems like he's just this wild card for no reason between these two. Yeah. And he, I think, has way more potential than just being that guy. I'd like to see an actual storyline come up where there's a reason he's attacking Drew or there's a reason he's attacking Cody. And right now he's just a guy that's costing those two guys. And it's like, dude, you've been back for weeks, months. Like, let's figure this out and then start a proper feud and get things moving here. And maybe that's not what they're going to do is, Drew's going to come out and say, I was the guy that did this to you. And then they'll roll with that. But I don't know. I like Drew as a heel champ, and I was really looking forward to him and Randy. I don't know why Cody's getting this. He's just getting a lot of heat. A lot of people are really upset about this.
Yep.
And so I'm not really sure what they're doing with it. And I'm going to be interested to see how it plays out because as much as I like Cody Rhodes a lot, I think he's overpushed. I think he hasn't earned a lot lately. And I want to get back to being excited to see Cody Rhodes. And right now it's I just expect WWE to give Cody Rhodes whatever he wants.
Yep. We'll have to see.
Those are my thoughts.
No, those are good thoughts. I like them. That's why we're here.
Yes.
All right. We are going to end our show the way we do every show by talking about our botch and our pop of the week. For me, my botch of the week was that weird, awkward Motor City Machine Gun elimination during the turmoil. Wasn't intended. Wasn't a miscommunication. I don't know, but that just left me feeling weird. Yeah. What about you, sir?
My botch was just everything with Jade Cargill. So,
cool.
Yeah, that's my botch.
My pop of the week is Danhausen. I think anytime that he's going to be in there in the foreseeable future, that will be my pop of the week. But I am all here. I'm all in on Danhausen.
Yeah. My pop of the week was Johnny Gargano's face when Obafemi came out.
Yes.
It's one of the best things I've seen in a long time.
We need that and Paul Heyman's face last week. We need to make a GIF of both of those. So
yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm more excited. I want to see more of Damian and R-Truth tagging together. I think that was great. I hope they continue that storyline. I hope we get a run with those two. I think it'll be good.
Yeah, it'll be good. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching Post-Match Panic with us this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below letting us know what your thoughts are on all these fun things that happened in SmackDown on Friday night. Thanks again for watching.
See y'all later.